being black, homeless, and a woman, it was a nightmare. Day in and day out. Fighting the elements, the snow, the rain, the weather, whatever. Eating, no idea where my food was coming from. It was all based on whatever I could beg or whatever I could find in the trash can. That was my life. No, the police, they don't like homeless people. They said we're a pain in the ass. Because most of the time we're passed out inside of the street somewhere. And when they pick us up, where do they take us when the drop-in centers are full? Hospitals. Maybe another street. Jail. At least in jail I get a pot and 3 meals, right? They don't like us in the courtroom either. They said we tied up with remedial stuff like trespassing and maybe loitering or begging, whatever. We didn't have any money to pay for fines, so why were we even there? Oh yeah, and we stink. We stink. I didn't want to be a drunk, Richard. I did, and I tried to stop. One day without alcohol in my body would just start shaking, and I go into these convulsions, and I couldn't control myself. One night I fell, just passed out. This woman coming out of a concert or something, I don't know where she was coming from. She felt sorry for me, so she called 911. Then she hopped into her little luxury automobile and drove off. Wasn't it nice? That's what she could call for. So they take me to emergency and they determine that I'm having alcohol withdrawal. The doctor looks me over and he says, "How do you feel?" Really? How do I feel? I feel bad. I want to die. Why am I even here? Of course, they got me a one-way ticket to the psych ward, which I guess wasn't so bad, right? I had my own room. I could watch TV whenever I wanted to. I got 3 meals. Couldn't get any worse than that, right? Well, I had my intake exam. They were checking me out. They found a lump in my breast. I had cancer. But hey, I wasn't on the streets, right? I was getting medication, right? It was good. I was cool. And after a while, the medication didn't work. My body was rejected. My organs shut down. They took my baby. She didn't survive. They took my baby. I was praying. I wanted to tell God that I was sorry for complaining. I was sorry for just not dealing with the situation. I wanted to talk to my family. I wanted to tell them the truth. I wanted to see Richard in my views. I just wanted to see him one more time.
My trophy, my baby, my wife. She lay sick and dying. God, why you still why?
I was running. I was running from you, Richard. You gave me everything, but you started drinking and then you changed and you just turned into this monster.
I smothered her with my jealousy. I threatened her, I beat her. God, why didn't you stop?
I would watch the clock. And when I noticed it was time for you to come home, I'd prepare myself. I'd prepare myself mentally and physically for the abuse.
Kept her away. I kept her away from her family and her friends. She was afraid.
I was afraid. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody. I had 2 choices. I could run or I could die. So I ran. And after that, the most horrible things in my life ever happened. I was molested, I was raped, I was impregnated against my will. Because I was running from you.
She ran. And she ran and she kept running until she couldn't run anymore. She's going to die and leave me. I visited my wife in the hospital. And I'm telling you, man, it was like a death sentence for me. Now I'm standing here alive and well, and my wife is lying there dying, and I'm partially responsible. How could she have a heart to even think to speak to a loser and an abuser like me? Michelle, she mumbled that she loved me. And then she said,
I prayed that I could see you again in church. Because I want you to know, baby, I remember you. I remember the man you used to be, Richard. But I need you to do something for me, okay? I want you to tell everybody about our story. Because it can help somebody else. I know it can. I know I'm not the only one. But when I leave here, please, Richard, don't cry for me, okay? Just cry out because of me. Let me see the beginning of your atonement, baby. Let me see that you can be the man that you used to be. I'm going to pray. I am. Until I take my last breath, Richard, I'm going to pray that you return to the man you used to be, okay? Let me go to heaven knowing you're a good man, all right? Can you do that for me? Okay. Okay. Richard. Baby. I forgive you.
how could somebody be ready to die and forgive you on your deathbed? I mean, damn, did she really mean me? Richard Dennis? Yeah, man, my wife. She asked me to share our story with her dying breath. And my wife, my trophy, my first love, she died March 21st. Man, she was 31 years old. And the irony is, it was her birthday. And that year, it was the very first day of spring. The most beautiful season of the year. Today, before I get out of here, man, I just want to share with y'all what Michelle asked me to share. My beautiful wife. I wrote her a letter of atonement that she asked me to share with anyone who would listen, especially men who might be in a domestic violence situation. Dear Michelle, dear Michelle, this letter is an apology for the abuse I brought to your life. As I atone to you, even though you are no longer here on this earth, I find it necessary to share this with you as a part of my recovery before I offend and abuse someone else. I have prayed and prayed to God for forgiveness for the sins I committed when we were together. I know this letter can't bring you back here on earth to be with your family or your friends that love you so much. However, I hope that it will encourage men who are abusers of women in their relationships to stop now. Women like you, Michelle, you are the most precious and delicate human beings on this earth. You are loving partners if given the chance. You are not to be abused verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically, nor sexually by any man's cowardly acts. What gives us the right to abuse, to torment, batter, and even slay someone who deserves the right to live a wholesome and productive life on this earth? The ones who have our children and nurture them is the reason why this country is still surviving. Michelle did nothing to deserve what she received from me. I'm apologizing to you, Michelle, to all women out there, for all the punk-ass men who don't have the courage to apologize and atone for their sins. And if you are a man and you are hearing this letter and you need to apologize, please do so. Join me today. Please atone to the person that you have abused like I'm doing to Michelle. Preferably, there are still living and willing to accept your apology. It's called a rite of passage for abusive men. Brothers, I'm not going to tell you how to apologize for your sinful acts, but I will tell you this. A true apology means that you will never in your life abuse another woman that you are in a relationship with as long as you live. Stop abusing, start loving. Michelle, I pray that you will accept this apology from me. I pray that I can repent to God and I can make it to heaven where you are, Michelle. That way. I can hear those loving words you said to me before you left this earth. The words, I love you, Richard. Michelle, I love you too. With a promise never to abuse. Richard Davis. And we thank you.